Hello, kings and queens. Turonic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, this is a weekly update, so it's covering November the 14th, 2021 for your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday astrology. Now, before we get into the astrology, I want to announce it is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Well, actually, my birthday is on Monday, which is probably when you'll be listening to this. So pick up my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition, and leave me a review. That would be a beautiful way for me to celebrate my birthday or bring it in by reading your reviews. In addition to that, Mental Chatter Musings is spotlighting none other than creative artisan Latoya Chandler. Check out one of her novels or even go over to her website, Treasures and Spoils, and grab one of her candles for a stocking stuffer. Speaking of stocking stuffers, have you checked out LaGill Hunt's Perfectly Fine Christmas yet? If not, take the opportunity to read and review or even buy it for one of your reading relatives or friends so they can have it for Christmas. It's a wonderful story. I'm actually reading it now. Now, as for the events this week, you can always dive into diverse shelves on Tuesdays and talk about the new releases that are out and about or that you have taken part in or maybe that you want to read. On Thursday, Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee is interviewing Kiana Dancy, author, comedian, and actress at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now that's on Thursday, November the 18th on Facebook Live, so definitely be there to check it out. I know I will. Freestyle Friday goes down every Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting. If you'd like to become a participant in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting Book Club on Facebook. Now that I've gotten all of the announcements out, let's go ahead and get into the astrology. Come back and meet me here at Enchantress Press Astrology on Wednesday for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday astrology. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Turonic here with your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology for the week of November 14th, 2021. Make sure you like and subscribe. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Now, I have put Sunday's astrology up on my Facebook page, author Turonic, so you could check there to see it. But I do still want to go over one transit that's going on Sunday here today. Now, Juno is going to enter Capricorn at 0 degree. This is your area of career and mastery. Juno is about marriage, partnerships, commitments. In addition to that, it's about betrayal as well. It can be. This is a day where a partner's motives can be revealed, or maybe they just become obvious to you, whether it is in whatever area it is in for you. Hopefully no one is getting caught lying or cheating. With Juno here, it trines your commitments that involve areas of Virgo and Taurus. So this is going to bring you the commitments and the partnerships you have in the area of career and whatever it is you master. Blessings are going to come into you as far as your money and resources. Blessings are going to come into you as far as work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others, small pets. You might be garnering or buying a small pet. You might be getting a new job to be of service to someone and getting more money and resources in career. You might be getting resources as far as health or money as far as health, blessing you. Especially if you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees of any of those signs, because you're going to feel it off rip if you're between 0 and 3 degrees. Now, if you're not between 0 and 3 degrees, it'll eventually get to your degree as it moves throughout. It's got to move throughout It's going to be here until like February. So eventually it'll get to you. Just look in your chart for 0 to 3 degrees right now. Now, commitments and partnerships that it will square, which is where you can see issues or relationship commitments that simply require more work, are going to be in your area of self and relationships. You and your relationships that you harbor. You have healing aspected there. Okay, so hopefully those relationships are showing up for you, but you got to make sure that you're showing up for your relationships as well. All right, because you're going to have to put more energy there. Now, opportunities and assistance are going to come to you, but they could require a commitment from you. Okay, now this is going to be in your sectors of Scorpio and Pisces. So as it pertains to career, you're going to have opportunities to garner shared finances through your commitment and through your partnerships. You're going to have opportunities to have the endings and new beginnings you want with partnerships. You're going to have the opportunity to work on things you're passionate about or increase the passion within partnerships. You're also going to have the opportunities to work in your solitude. You know, garnering those shared finances might require you to work in your solitude or behind the scenes in secret. You're going to have the opportunity to garner some type of closure as it pertains to shared career. Okay. Spirituality, if you're a spiritual healer, you're going to have opportunities to assist people in career with your, whatever you do, with your spiritual gifts and things like that. Remember, if you have any placements in any of those signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, between 0 and 3 degrees, you're feeling this today already. Okay. Now, moving along on Monday, the sun is in Scorpio at 23 degrees. And that notes, it's my birthday. It actually is my birthday. That degree I was born on notes enjoyment through your studies, which makes sense because I love studying and just working in my solitude by myself. I can do that all day. Also, it notes good morals and going with the flow. Okay, that is what the sun's angle at Scorpio at 23 degrees is. So this for you is shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. So you might be working on endings and new beginnings. You might be working on things you're passionate about. You might be going with the flow as far as shared finances. Okay, and working on those. But either way, all of those are aspecting for you if you have placements in Scorpio between 20 and 26 degrees. Now, I would say Scorpio between 20 and 26 degrees. I would say Sagittarius between 20 and 26 degrees because that's your area of education and skills, higher learning, long distance travel, and it's a semi-sextile there. So you might have an opportunity there to garner some type of shared finances and things like that through your education and skills. I'd say Pisces between that 20 and 26 degrees, and that will bring you a blessing, whatever you're working on in your solitude behind the scenes, or if you're gaining closure with someone as far as sex and intimacy, it will be a blessing. You'll have that opportunity on Monday. I'd say Virgo between 20 and 26 degrees, you could have an opportunity to work with someone. Your daily routines, you might be garnering some type of shared finances by working for someone, being of service to someone. Health, you might have assistance with your health. Creating the endings and new beginnings you want as far as work, you'll have those opportunities. This is all if you have placements in any of these signs between 20 and 26 degrees though. Okay, let's move along. Also on Monday, the sun in Scorpio will square Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees. So if you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Scorpio or Aquarius, there is a clash there with someone. You're having a clash with either, it's about shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. But the clash is with a friend or someone within a social group or about a goal that you guys are trying to accomplish. Okay. Now, because it's clashing with Jupiter, there's some lucky opportunity or assistance there, but you're going to really have to put in the work is what it's telling me, because it's still a square there. Or this is where you've already been having problems with shared finances with a friend or a goal trying to make shared finances. or with sex and intimacy with a friend, or endings and new beginnings with a friend, or things you're passionate about, where you've been having those problems. Now you got Jupiter here bringing in some luck if you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Scorpio or Aquarius on Monday. Also on Monday, Venus in Capricorn is going to sextile Pisces and Pallas at 9 degrees. So an opportunity to utilize your talents can bring money your way. And this is about an opportunity to have a good time with a romantic partner, or just simply enjoy yourself in general. If you have placements in Capricorn or Pisces between 6 and 12 degrees, this is bringing you some money in, or some good times in regarding career or whatever it is you master. And the opportunity is coming because you're working with your talents behind the scenes, because you're working in secret. You're making some sort of sacrifice. You might even be helping someone in the spiritual realm, or spiritually rather. Okay. Either way, you could garner some finances. Just look and see if you have placements in Capricorn or Pisces between 6 and 12 degrees. You could even just be going out and having a good time as well, secretly. Now on Tuesday, the sun is in Scorpio at 24 degrees. This is your sector of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. And this is about someone helping you out in that area. This is about having gratitude, or expressing gratitude to someone for helping you, or them expressing gratitude to you for you helping them, because this is an angle of help. Okay, helping someone, even if you have to brave a dangerous situation or a difficult situation, it's still about help, and it can garner some jealousy. It can garner people talking down on your name, or the person who's helping you name. It can garner people coming out the woodworks that are hypocrites, where they got the same help, but now they're mad because you're getting the same help. If you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Scorpio, I'd say even Virgo or Capricorn, you can expect this to be happening to you, because Virgo is your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Somebody might be helping you there. Career and mastery is your other area where someone might be helping you, and they're helping you with shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things that you're passionate about. Okay, so just beware. The haters could be coming out the woodworks, and the haters might be a friend, someone within a social group. I'd say it don't matter. Let them hate. They can slander your name or whatever they want to do, because Jupiter is there in that area right at 23 degrees. And because we're talking about 24 degrees of Scorpio, it's, they can talk all they want. It's not going to do anything. Okay. The other area where you might encounter somebody jealous is your area of romance. Play, self-expression, children. So you hanging out, somebody might get jealous when you're out hanging out. They hear about it. They might get pissed off or jealous. It might be a romantic partner that gets jealous of you, or a friend that gets jealous because of your romantic partner. But, that's all aspecting if you have placements in Aquarius or Leo too. Those are the areas and squares where that jealousy could be coming from. If you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees though. Now, the moon in Aries at 23 degrees is going to sextile Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees. If you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Aries or Aquarius, this is aspecting you with some type of lucky opportunity to heal. Okay, you're healing the area of self, soul, your appearance, your first impressions. Okay, through this luck because of a friend or a social group. And this is a goal you've been trying to accomplish, okay? This is a good angle for artistic talents and the literary field as well. So you might have an opportunity there, or help there, or an opportunity or help there that'll heal the way you look out in the industry, if you have those placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Aquarius or Aries. You could also be offered an opportunity to spark up some type of connection with a friend. Okay, so, that's all available to you. Let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday, November the 16th, the sun is in Vesta. The sun is in, not the sun, Lord have mercy. Vesta is in Sagittarius at 0 degree. So this is prompting you to stay on task and don't get distracted, or you could regret it even later. This is about your devotion to long distance travel. This is about your devotion to things at a distance from you. Your devotion to your higher learning, your spirituality, your education and skills, what you think and preach. Remain dedicated to that. Okay, because if not, you could see some challenges and you could have some friction behind the scenes with closure, with healing, with endings, with spirituality, with secrets, people gossiping about you, with a sacrifice, you having to make really a lot of sacrifices with working behind the scenes, working in your solitude. Okay. You could also have a lot of friction or be putting in a lot of energy because of your devotion to work, health, daily routines, and you being of service to other people. Okay, that's where you're putting in the work. That's where the friction is. Don't get distracted, and don't let anybody pull you off task or, undermine you as far as what you think and preach, misstate what you said, and things like that, because they feel you're just going to be devoted to them. All right. Now your blessings are going to come in as far as long distance travel and things at a distance from you, education and skills and what you think and preach to you directly. It's going to be healing your image. It's going to be healing your attitude. It's going to be healing your self, soul, your first impressions. It's going to be healing your romantic relationships, maybe even through travel, play and affection through travel, children through travel. It's going to be healing your education, or your education could be healing your image through your self-expression, through a romantic partner, with a child even. Okay, they might see you as better. Oh, have admiring eyes for you. Romantic partners, you could be pulling them in at a distance from you. Children can be like, yeah, my mom is smart. My dad is smart. Any of those things. And you could have blessings come into you. All right. And even your education and skills can bless those areas of romance, play, and affection. Now your opportunities because of long distance travel, or the opportunities you're pulling in at a distance from you because of your education and skills, higher learning, what you think and preach, and even your morals are coming from friends, goals, and social groups. You're going to accomplish goals because friends are going to help you to expand your message because of what you think and preach, because of your education and skills, because of your morals. Your relationships are going to show up for you, especially if you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees of any of those signs. Okay. Your opportunities and assistance was in Aquarius and Libra. So see if you have any placements in Aquarius or Libra for opportunities and assistance to be devoted, or for devotion to show up and work out for you. Now, this is going to be for quite some time. It's going to run through 29 degrees of Vesta. Vesta's going to run through 29 degrees of Sagittarius. But the ones who are going to feel it on Tuesday are the ones between 0 and 3 degrees of any of those signs that I named. Now, on Wednesday, the sun is in Scorpio at 25 degrees, and you can find yourself working in your solitude, especially if you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees of Scorpio, and any of the other signs that I name. Now, Scorpio is about shared finances for you, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. So you might find yourself working in your solitude on any of those things, or behind, which means you could be, being intimate, delving into your passions, garnering some type of shared finances, or working on shared finances. But you could be doing it by yourself. Okay, now let's see, because of you working in your solitude, if you have placements between 22 and 28 degrees, if they are in, if you're working in your solitude, if you have any placements in Pisces between 22 and 28 degrees, that's going to bring you some sort of blessing for working in your solitude. It might bring you some healing in, some closure in. You might be working on things that have to do with spirituality. It could bring you in some shared finances, any of those things. If you're working on, if you have any placements in Virgo between that 22 and 28 degrees, it could be you could have an opportunity to work on something that you're passionate about, while being of service to someone. Or you can have an opportunity to get assistance with health. You could have an opportunity to, I would say, have the endings and new beginnings that you want to have at work, working in your solitude. Maybe you finish a project up or start a project up. Any of those things could be aspecting you if you have placements in any of those signs between 22 and 28 degrees. Now, around noon, okay, so Leo and Aquarius square that area. So I would say it might clash. If you have to work in your solitude, you might have to take time away from your children or your romantic partner. You could kind of have a clash there. You could also have to put more energy into trying to accomplish a goal, you know, whether it's with you and a friend, or accomplish some sort of goal as it pertains to your shared finances and things like that. I wouldn't really worry about the goals you're trying to accomplish or friends, because that area has Jupiter over there, but you will, you know, have to put in more energy with a romantic partner, a child, or, you know, even your creative self-expression, you know, as it pertains to that working in your solitude to garner shared finances and things like that. Or, you know, just make sure you're balancing out your time. All right. Now around noon on a Wednesday, because we're talking about Wednesday now, even the sun in Scorpio at 25 degrees was also about Wednesday too, if I didn't say that. But around noon, the moon in Taurus will square Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So a restriction or responsibility can pop up for you that will impact your worth, your resources, or your money in some way. But this is coming up. Is some type of restriction or responsibility placed on you within a social group, or with a friend, or with a goal that you're trying to accomplish. Okay. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Taurus or Aquarius, this is aspecting you. You might find yourself stuck helping someone, a friend that's younger than you as well. Okay, so do know that. Now, later in the afternoon, the moon in Taurus at 10 degrees will trine Venus in Capricorn at 10 degrees. So a blessing can show up to impact your worth in some way. And success can be had, but you just have to make sure you're not flaunting your wealth. If you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Taurus or Capricorn, you can be expecting some type of money coming in because of your career or what it is you master. Some type of resources coming in to assist you with what it is you master. This is going to be a blessing to you. Okay, if you have those placements between 7 and 13 degrees. Now, Mars and Scorpio will directly aspect Uranus and Taurus at 12 degrees, though. So a sudden challenge can crop up for you as it pertains to shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. And it's going to impact your worth or resources in some way. So if you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees, you might have to come out of some money or some resources, you know, suddenly, if you have those placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Taurus or Scorpio. Now, the last transit I want to talk about on Wednesday is going to be Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees, semi-squaring, Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. Okay, so a lucky opportunity or assistance is going to usher in healing. It's okay to ask for help. You know, an issue can be overcome. If you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees of Aquarius or 5 and 11 degrees of Aries, something is offering you healing, or is there to offer you healing through challenges you've been having with goals you're trying to accomplish, through challenges you've been having with friends, through challenges you've been having with social groups. Okay, so take a look at that and see if that opportunity is there for you and grab hold to it. Stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading coming up next. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Ere Taronic here with your reading for the week of your tarot portion anyway. For the week of November 14th, 2021. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Okay, so your week is permeated by the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords talks about it's generally a time of transition. You could be moving, or you could be moving out of a difficult period of time. You could be moving away from conflict, you know, with peace being restored. That is what's aspecting this entire week, what's permeating your week. So let's talk about it. And this could be pertaining to some type of sorrow or heartbreak that you felt before because of some offer or something that was told to you that was maybe rumor or is not shaping up to all it's cracked up to be. You know, when somebody comes to you flighty with rumors and just tells you things. Peace is being restored. You're at a point to where you're trying to rest and reflect. You're trying to contemplate, taking some time to contemplate. Some of you could be recovering from an illness, but now you're looking forward to try to prepare. You know, this is about expansion. You're looking out to expand because events are speeding up, but there's a lot of conflict, you know, or there's been a lot of conflict around you. And now that the conflict, you feel that it has calmed down a bit, now you're taking time to rest and reflect and contemplate after you've had an intense time of like activity. You have some type of celebrations aspecting you through the Three of Cups, which talks about friendship, celebrations, harmony, where you feel rejuvenated. You know, this tells you to appreciate the beauty around you as well, because you're receiving some type of public recognition, maybe even public recognition you've never seen before, or public recognition on a new journey that you're on or you're going on. Maybe this public recognition puts you on a new journey that you've never been on. So, you know, pay attention to that or focus on that, because that looks beautiful. Don't pay attention to the conflicts. You have some type of job, your manifestation, or some money being offered to you as well. Now, just because you get some good news about some money, make sure you don't participate in any wasteful spending. Okay, just because you know you're gonna be looking good, don't overdo it, because that's permeated by the Ace of Cups upside down, which talks about repressed or blocked emotions, stagnation. Now, see, when I told you you had that news about that money coming in, but it's stagnant. There's some stagnation around that money or that job. There's some anxiety about not having enough time or enough, maybe even energy to spend with your loved ones and things like that. So for a short few, it could be problems with fertility. But because of that, it might be causing some type of arguments around you, or some type of fights around you, or some type of battles around you. It might cause you to act hastily. You might be rushing into action without considering the consequences first. So just be mindful of, you know, of acting hastily, especially as it pertains to money or a job. Now, you're in a period of wait, it looks like, for your challenges and your advice. You got the Hangman card. So you are in a position to where you're waiting. You know, you're waiting for something to come through. Your challenge is this advice you're getting from someone. It could be coming through to you from a mother figure, someone you see as it's the Empress card. So this is someone that is, you know, fertile, abundant, a committed, stable relationship. And your advice is to not fight within this relationship. Your advice is to not, to lay down your sword. It's the Five of Swords upside down. You're to avoid conflict, agree to disagree with this mother or this, whoever this maybe person is. Maybe it's a mentor, okay? And you're agreeing to disagree and trying not to get into any conflicts. Your advice is, and that's your challenge. Your advice is to don't overspend, okay? Allow this time of peace to come in. Take some time, listen to some music so you can get your creative juices flowing. You have to keep your energy and your vibration high in order to keep the wheel spinning in a positive direction, okay? If you want positivity to come in. And a good way to raise your vibration is definitely to listen to some music, okay? Anytime you feel like you're getting antsy or, you're feeling that tension or you're wanting to fight or get aggressive, just take some time to sit back, okay? Work, get those creative juices flowing, throw that anxiety into work and try to get some you know, some good creative, like if you're a writer, you know, get something on paper. If not, if it's not something like that, listen to some music and spend some time with your family. You've already had the aspects where you've been working so hard that you may have been neglecting, you know, relationships or family around you. So maybe you can do that as well. But take some time to feel the love, you know, and move away from the conflicts. God bless you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.